Oh my gosh.
Fundamentals.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. We would beat the tar out of the other team.
I'm just going to go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has to be.
More. I mean,
has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Let's get Luke Combs. I was begging for Luke Combs not too long ago. We'll get Luke Combs on here. I challenge Luke. I think I can actually beat him in shotgunning a beer. So if he thinks he's got the cojones to come on and try, then by all means, Luke, bring it on.
That's the intro. You just hit my promo for me, James. I love it. Episode 165. The crew's back, baby. Dr. Tim Farner, Preacher Man Fitzsimmons, Dirty Dan, the Pokemon man, Devin Slate, back from the unknown, back from the Bermuda Triangle. He's back.
The void.
And the one, the only, Big Meech, back for part 3 with the pub. Shout out to the boy.
Man, what's going on?
Let's go.
He's back.
We're pumped to have you. Last time we had you on, you were playing a little video games there.
You know it. I'm bad. I'm always gaming.
I love it. What are you playing right now?
I'm on 2K. I'm in the red.
Ooh. Okay, I haven't tried that yet. Is it worth it?
If you want to rage, but yeah.
Look, I'm a redhead. It don't end well. Usually something gets broken.
No doubt.
Yeah, Devin knows. Hey man, this is gonna be a great episode. So we start every episode off with a blind top 5. This episode is hugely special. Obviously, we got Meech on, but it's also Tim's See You Later episode, which we'll get into that toward the end. But big episode. So your blind top 5. I did this. I had a feeling Meech maybe was a dabble in the Pokemon. I knew Devin was coming back, and I know Tim's a big Pokemon fan. So we're gonna do blind top 5 Pokemon.
Let's go.
Meech just did not sound confident.
Yeah.
Maybe I misjudged
I
him.
don't sound confident at all right now.
Oh, no.
I don't
Okay.
know what's going on.
So I'm gonna give you guys. I'm just gonna say Pokemon. You've got to rank them in your top 5 without knowing what comes next.
Is this all generations or?
This is just generation 1. Good.
All
good
right.
call.
Perfect.
There's generations.
I didn't know that either.
Dog, we're on
I remembered.
we're on like generation 9 or 10, dude.
Oh Lord.
9
Yeah.
confirmed.
This is blind top 5. There's a typo on the screen, so YouTube watchers, I apologize. I was making this quickly, so this is a blind top 3, but it's blind top 5. We decided to misspell Australia this week. We're off to a better start. All right, number 1, the OG, Pikachu.
Ooh. Are we ranking this off competitive or just
However you want.
pop culturally?
Yeah, you pop culture. That's a different story. However you feel in your heart to rank them.
Competitive. He's
Big Meech, what do you say?
I ain't watch Pokemon like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I only know Pikachu. I know
You gotta know Pikachu. How do you not know Pikachu?
I know Squirtle.
All right.
yes.
What's the dragon? Does it start with
Charizard.
Charizard. That's what it is. That's probably the only thing I know. In the rock one. The rock one.
Oh,
Watch all 4 of those be on this
Onyx.
list.
yeah.
That's
So,
great.
This is a true blind top 5 for you, Meech.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the mascot of Pokemon. It has to be 1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be my personal list. So I wasn't huge into Pikachu. Like I appreciated what him and Ash did, like in the anime, but it wasn't like Pikachu wasn't my boy. So I'll give him like a solid 3. Like I think it's a pretty good one, but there's
Okay.
a couple better choices. Yeah.
I like that. That's a good argument.
Oh man, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it number 1. I think I have to. I mean, it's almost like Jerry West being the logo. I know that Pikachu's not quite the logo, but it's the face of Pokemon.
Okay.
Like he represents the whole thing. I don't know what Hackey's cooking over there. So I'm just gonna lock him in at 1. There could be, you can make a case. There's a couple that I may put in front of him, but I don't know that they're gonna be on this list. So I'll just go ahead and say Pikachu number 1.
Statistically, I can pick maybe 3 or 4 above it. So.
All right. Cubone.
Ooh. Cubone, sad story with Cubone. I don't know if you guys are aware. Cubone wears the skull of his mother.
Oh.
So it's like this, he's like this, you know, this Pokemon that gets bullied, but he's like, he just misses his folks, you know? So Cubone, heart goes out to Cubone. I'm giving him a 4.
Agreed. I'm thinking the exact same. It's just a 4. Sad story, but that's about it.
Can I put him 5? I mean, I hate to do it to him
for sure.
because he's dealing with his grief, respect, but no, I don't think I'm not convinced this guy is anywhere ahead of what's coming next. So
All right.
he's gonna be my 5.
Meech, based off looks alone here, where you put Cubone.
He's definitely 5. I'm not allowed to.
All right. I like it.
It's just, I guess, how he looks. I don't know. He's 5 to me.
All right. Next up, Squirtle.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That's the Squirtle squad Squirtle right
That
there.
is
too.
weird.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
is.
leader.
Just for you, Tim.
Oh man, this is my fantasy football name, and at least one team every year. It's the Squirtle Squad, straight out of Kanto. I gotta go Squirtle number 1. This is my boy. Look at the shades. I mean, in his story, you know, he starts out doing bad things, and then he saves people. So like, total turnaround, number 1.
Redemption story. Yeah, like it. Squirrels, he'll be a solid number 2. I think he's my silver medalist. I still put Pikachu in front of him, but Squirrel's he's a solid 2 there.
It's got to be a 3 for me. There's a couple Pokemon that I'm looking for that top spot.
I think I'll put him at 3.
3. All right. Next up, Mr. Snorlax, the big boy.
Oh,
Man, Devin.
he thick.
He's sweating.
Devin's new to the game.
Yeah, you got caught, dude.
Slaying.
You don't know what's coming next.
Getting bodied.
For Snorlax, pretty iconic. They just released Pokemon Sleep, and Snorlax is like the face of it, or one of the faces. But you know, Snorlax always pissed me off because he's just lazy. He just ate food and he slept. So I'm going 5. Give me 5.
Yeah, Snorlax is my 4. Could make the case. What's the other one? T-Bone? What's that guy's name?
T-Bone.
T-Bone.
I'd make the case he might be better, but I'm stuck with Snorlax at 4.
He's
Big
definitely
Meech,
not 1. So
He's a 4 because I think I put Pikachu at. Pikachu's a definitely 1.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely 1.
And he looks like an O-lineman you gone against a few times.
Oh.
Slate, you're in a blender.
Yeah, what is Snorlax's powers, Tim?
His
what does he
powers is literally his body weight. He body
his
slams
BMI.
people. He gets stronger the fatter he is.
Oh my god,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a 5. I mean, I can't put him at 1.
Okay. Last up, my personal favorite. So I guarantee you guys are going to hate this.
Charizard.
Oh, no. Machamp.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Devin, get wrecked, dude.
I got fucked.
You were thinking like Gengar, Charizard. Nah. You got
Gengar,
Machamp.
Charizard, Mew, Dragonite, Alakazam.
Well,
Damn.
You can tell this is Devin's first time playing
I
Blind
guess-
Top 5.
yeah, I mean, Machamp's my number 2, I guess. I don't hate it. I feel like he's always been underrated. The Machoke didn't do it for me. I like Machop because he's like Machop's the underdog that can lift a boulder. Machoke just looked like a construction worker to me, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was huge and he's done a lot of work, but like he had a cool belt. But Machamp, you think of Machamp, this guy's got 4 arms. Look at that.
He's shredded.
Yeah,
too.
look at his biceps. So yeah, he's number 2 for me.
He has to work 2 sets of biceps too, like double duty.
Yeah. I mean, and his leg day can't be easy. I mean, look at his feet. He's got 2 toes. He's got 2 toes on each foot. Like, what the hell? That can't be good for balance. You think about try front squatting with that. Oh.
Yeah, respect. This is my number 3. I mean, I was stuck with it, but I like it there. He's definitely not. He's not where the other 2 are, but he's not at the tail end here. I think he's a solid 3.
I think I has 2.
Yeah. He's your 2. He's Devin's 1.
Good pick.
He's my
That
number
makes
1. He's
one.
always been my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I got screwed there.
Yeah, dude, get hosed.
Hose piece.
I guess you missed that part of the episode when you were off in the other part of the universe, the great beyond. But
I'm basically like Rick from Rick and Morty. Just been traveling,
that's where it's been. Yeah.
just doing shit.
See, the thing with these blind top 5s that Parker loves is like he'll bait you. So like he'll give you a good warm up, and you're like, "Ooh, don't want to go too high because there could be more." But really, when you look back, you're like, "Shit, the first one that should have been number 1."
Yeah.
See, I wish I would have known going into it that it was like a Parker randomizer instead of like an actual randomizer, and I would have known it was troll.
That's fair. That's fair. You'll be ready next week. I got faith. Big Meech, man. Last time we had you on, you were just coming off of your, getting picked up by the Lions, come through that season. It's a different season of life for you. But brother, we can't thank you enough for hopping on, and the news coming out, and we can talk about it. I know you said you're an open book off air. You get what they say was gambling, and you get popped for it, and then you're suspended for a year. Can you walk us through those moments of like finding out and like what led to it, all that? Like, yeah.
So basically so I got to OTAs this past April, and it was just like that first day at OTAs, that's when like they informed me, but they didn't tell me until like 2:00 later on that day, maybe like after practice and stuff. So it was crazy because Coach Campbell, happy to see everybody, most of the people back for like OTAs, getting workouts and stuff. And then he told us about it, like, hey, they're coming down hard on the gambling and whatever. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And send me an email and a letter saying I'm under investigation. They send you like certain dates and stuff. And then it's just like a process from there. So like nobody really knows about it until it comes out. So literally it took for like when y'all found out, I already knew about it for like maybe I got suspended in July. Yeah, like maybe like 2 or 3 months already. So it's really like a long process as far as that, but it was just like when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, it's an automatic 6 games and stuff like that, depending on what they decide. So I was like, all right, cool. I can do preseason stuff and just have to sit out 6 games and then go from there. But that's if that team wants to keep you around, because you technically holding up a roster spot throughout the whole ordeal. So it was a lot. It was a lot going through my head. I was just like damn, like what now? So
right.
Eventually I was just working out. Then I got released like May 4th, I believe. Not sure. Sometime it was early May, and just went from there. Had a mini camp invite with Denver, and after that I was just free agent. So it's a whole process, man. It's a lot. I mean, it's like I feel like it's a 50-50 thing where like I knew I was gambling, but I wasn't informed on when like not I'm gonna say when, but like where I can gamble for the most part
Right.
because it was me and two other rookies that got popped, on
Mhm.
Detroit, Emerson and Stanley. Everybody we was in there, and they have like a lesson like every for like rookie meetings and stuff, and then before camp they got like a lesson, but they speed through it,
Yeah.
and it's just it's one of those things where like you ask them, can we do this and do that? It was like yes, and that was it, and then just sped through it. So it's like it's a 50-50 thing. Like I'm taking it on the chin, obviously, and just moving on past it because I really can't say what I want to say, but it's crazy.
Absolutely, man. And I think you've handled it really well. Like you've stayed off social media. You've stayed you're like, hey, like you said, you're going to take it on the chin, and it is what it is. You pay the 6 games and you work your ass off this little bit of this chapter of your life, and your film will speak for itself. You'll get another chance. We pray and think so.
It's like I know I'm good because honestly, I hate the way I left because obviously that's gonna follow me like my whole career and everything, and I having eyes on me and stuff. I don't do nothing no way, so
right.
I don't even post on social media like that. But I feel like it's a blessing in disguise in my favor because of how things were playing out, in my head and how things were playing out in Detroit.
Yeah.
So like because they drafted the D tackle, they paid 2 more or 3 more. And then next year, you have to pay like 5 D tackles, maybe. I include myself. So it worked out because honestly, I feel like it would have been like a similar situation than it was last year as far as me playing.
Yeah. Of kind of getting overlooked a little bit, and in a crowded D tackle room. That's a lot. We talked about this because I feel like this offseason has been crazy with the gambling suspensions, and it's just like, man, this is the highest number I've seen players get suspended for it. And we were talking like they need to do something. They need to educate rookies, and they need to, not just rookies, but everybody, because the gambling landscape is changing so much, and it's so easy to pick up that phone and like, hey, I'm gonna put my parlay in.
Man,
and it might not even be on the NFL. Go ahead.
I can take a dump and
Yeah.
open my phone and gamble, bro. It's that accessible. And
exactly.
The crazy thing is a app that NFL is partnered with. So it's like, how can you suspend players? That's something that you're partnered with. And it's not like anybody's getting hurt. Nothing of that nature. Like we're not throwing games on purpose. It's other things. We just add a facility with it because we're there all day.
Yeah.
That's like my only issue. Like I'm there from 6 to 6. Like, what do you want me to do? Like you have downtime, you on your phone, it's just right there.
Yeah, and like you said, the NFL is getting money from this gambling website, but you can't participate. Like that's been Tim's biggest soapbox. I think all of our soapboxes.
Yeah,
you can't take this money.
Yeah,
and then suspend players for doing what they want fans to do. It's not right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was gonna say it's weird, like from the fans' perspective, is like we see all this happening. Like, okay, Calvin Ridley suspended for a year, and like all these players, getting suspended, and then it's like Sunday afternoon watching football. It's like, oh, open the DraftKings app, and it's like advertising. It's like, wait a minute. It's like I thought this is what isn't supposed to be good. Yeah. So it's like very two-faced from the NFL.
It pisses me off, like. And it's like, gambling is legal in Michigan. So I'm like, I get the letter and I'm just like, driving by. You got a billboard says MGM Grand, like casino. Then you got another one that says FanDuel. Then DraftKings commercial come on. I'm like, it's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. Like, how am I not going to be tempted to do something?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If it's getting thrown at me, it's in commercials all the time. Like, have it basically replaying all day. It's always something with some type of bet, and it's celebrities, even NBA players. They have partnerships with these gambling apps and stuff like that. You know, DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever it is, it's literally being thrown everywhere.
Absolutely.
The way it like all plays out, it's just like what the PGA and the Live did. Like the PGA is like, hey, you do not want to go do this. You're ruining the sanctity of golf. And then all of a sudden they signed this like multi-billion-dollar deal. And it's just like, well, you guys went and didn't have your chance to make the money. We're going to take the money. Screw y'all.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty.
It's
It
extremely
is what
shitty.
it is, man. But gotta play by the rules. Like I said, it's a 50-50 thing.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
I was gambling. I wasn't fully aware of like the gambling policy, but it is say you can't, just can't gamble on certain things. So like I said, I'm just taking it and taking it day by day and just leaving it all out, leaving it alone all at once. Cause right now it's just that took away a year of football for me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like I've never not played football. Like this is my first time being out for anything, any reason. I've never not played football. So it's like it's new to me. It's kind of weird. It is weird, not kind of. It is weird, and just like I have to find something else to do, which is it's early. I'm 24. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in my 30s or 40s. Just I'm 24. So, yeah, it's just it is what it is. You just gotta run. You gotta go with it. Play with the game.
That's right. And that you hinted at it. You're young. You've been healthy, knock on wood. You got a lot of things going for you, and we're excited for you. Before I turn it over for Tim, because I know Tim's got a load of questions. He's a big Lions fan and big, we're all big Meech fans here. But answer if you can. If you can't, it's all right. Did the bet at least hit?
No.
Damn it,
bro. I was like, and being honest, bro, I probably only lost like $200.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like if you put it in perspective like that, I only lost $200 and none of it hit. Just like, what's going on? I can see if I put in like a Hail Mary, I just like 9 or something like that. But
right.
So you just gotta play the game. It is what it is. You can't even. It's certain things you can't even do. But I'm finding things out as I look deeper into it, like after the fact. So it's just like I'm learning. I'm taking this time to learn what I can and can't do, as a professional athlete, because it's not only us. You got the other leagues that have probably like the same rules in place as far as like gambling and stuff. Like MLB got certain rules.
Oh yeah.
NBA got certain rules. It's just like just trying to look into it so I can know when I get back exactly what I can and can't do. Because I would like honestly, it's just like a thing where they tell you something, but they don't really go into depth. Like this off season, I'm pretty sure they went into depth. Like after all the suspensions, they went into depth about the gambling. So it's gonna be that, and then the next thing is gonna happen, and they're gonna go into depth then. So I feel like it should just do a better job of, especially guys coming in, like informing us better and informing us more for like so we won't have these type of situations. Because it's been like out of all the suspensions, it's been mostly like first and second year guys that don't know nothing. We're just really getting our feet wet in the league. We don't know what's going on, and it's just it's there. Like I said, like they throwing it at you, and then you get tempted. Like it happens. So and hopefully do a better job of that, because that's why I told them like in my interview talking to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the best attitude to have, Meech. Shout out to you.
Yeah, it sounds like from listening to you and kind of them maybe glossing over that stuff quickly to get to like the real meat and potatoes of training camp. I guess I equate it to like a safety meeting. They just go over the safety stuff, they brush over it, but like if something happens, if a patient falls, like your license is on the line, and it's like, well, wait a minute, you took 15 minutes to tell me like just don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. All right, let's actually start treating people. But it's almost like when the guillotine was coming down, it was like the punishment didn't fit, not the crime, but like and it was like, wait a minute.
And I say that all the time. I get what you say. Like I say all the time. It's like, I think maybe like a couple of players got suspended for like PEDs, and that's actually cheating, you trying to boost your performance to win a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got like 4 games or something like that. But I open the app on my phone, I get a year. No, just like places, I get a year. So it doesn't necessarily make sense. Or like you be having like a bunch of domestic violence cases. There's all type of stuff that goes on that's worse than gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, you know, nobody's throwing the game, nobody's doing anything crazy to put someone in harm's way or themselves. So it's crazy. Like it doesn't match. But like I said, no, I don't have really a say so. So I'm just going with it. And then once I'm back in there, I'm in there, then hopefully I could be one of those guys that can just, hey, I reading up on like all the rules and stuff. Hey, don't do this, don't do that. Cause it's like a lot of stuff I didn't know until I really just sat down and actually read the rules and stuff and like policies and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, I guess like I'm thinking of my profession, and like if I opened the phone and was just on an app, and then I couldn't get a paycheck for a year, I would be. It just doesn't fit. Like if it seems like it's as like the severity would be like you almost killed someone. You are like juicing up. Like it just. I'm with you, Meech. It just doesn't fit.
Yeah, man. Not even in my case, it's other people that's going through the same thing as me. So I'm pretty sure they have the same feelings towards it, but you got to navigate it as best we can.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hey, let's get the mood up here, boys. Tim, I'm sure you got like some lines questions for him, some fun questions or whatever you got, because you missed him last time he was here.
Yeah,
This is your chance.
Whew, I hated it. Meech, I've been following you. I mean, we've all been following you for a while, but as soon as you became a Lion, you got sawed off. You got all these things. I'm telling the group like, yo, Meech has a new nickname. Like I'm keeping everyone posted.
Yeah.
It's been great, man, following you. I'm looking forward to continuing following you. One thing that I don't know if I've never seen it. I don't know if we've ever had that insight. I don't think it was on Hard Knocks.
Mm.
What is your favorite food that they offered either at a facility? What did they provide? What was been like your top meal? You're like, damn, that was good.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough question because like you in the league, you eat good, man. So everything, even if it's healthy, it be good. But I ain't gonna lie, they used to have these oxtail quesadillas, and
Ooh,
man,
oh jeez,
when I tell you, that's like that was my first time having the oxtail quesadilla because I usually eat it, regular with some rice and stuff. But man, that changed my whole. That just had my taste buds going. Like I had like 4 of them, 5 of them just sitting down, and I had packed another 6. Like when I go home eat later,
Yeah.
like they didn't have them like usually have like a set food like for every day. Like breakfast is always eggs, some type of bread, potatoes, whatever. They always switch up like the dinner menu, like, and then we'll know okay we had this for dinner before, but the oxtail quesadillas ain't come out until like it came out like every blue moon. So when it was out, we was getting them. We was getting after it. That's probably one of the best meals I've had like up there.
Man,
yeah, not even a lot. That sounds hella good.
Yeah, that sounds so good.
Right, it was so good, man.
You can't look at Cookout and Boone the same after that. Like quesadilla tray, nah. Like,
and that's crazy because like Cookout is so convenient. Like they don't have like little spots that's open late night like that. You gotta really, if you want to get some food, like get it kind of early and then call it a night. But Cookout, that's reliable. I can go there like 2:30 in the morning and get me something, and I'll be fine. But Detroit ain't have any spots like that.
Okay,
not that I know of.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that. Do you think there might be a position at App State to bring you in coaching for a year? I don't know.
I've been, like I said, I've been trying to find something to do, but I think I hit him up. I was waiting until the suspension and stuff came out so I can know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
To start looking for other things to do. Now he coach up, and then he had hired it like the last GA or something like that. So I was trying to get back to App just because it's closer to next level. But I'm coaching at my old high school right now.
Nice.
Just
There you go.
Starting to just give back little gems and stuff so they know what to expect when they get to college.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You know, that'll be refreshing for you, man.
Yeah, like it's
just
full circle and back at ground zero, like where it all started, and it's just bringing me back to my roots and stuff. Because I be telling people all the time, like these last 3 years been kind of like rough. I've been scrabbling a lot. Like I said, losing my mom, coming a new dad like 2 months later, and then it's just like football and school. So and then that COVID year hit. It was like a lot. So these last 3 years, like I really haven't got time to like sit down and be to myself and recuperate with a lot of things. So like I said, just this suspension it's not, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I just look at it as a blessing because like I say, got me out of the situation I was in. On top of that, I can really sit down and get right mentally, spiritually, and physically. Like I put on weight, but they want me to be big. I'm like, man, it's hurting my back. I can't be this big, So I've been losing weight I've been working out, just getting to doing like some mental exercises just so I can be stress free. And it's been working. It's weird just it's weird just watching camp right now. Like I'm usually like in camp at college, NFL, wherever it was, I'm in camp around this time. So just not putting on pads is kind of weird. So I try not to let that get to me because like I said, I'm young, I'm not old. I still be playing football right now, but at the same time, I'm getting my mental right so when I get back, I can be better than I was when I left.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Use it as motivation. Let that chip build on your shoulder, but then let the kids just keep you humble as you give back, just enjoy the ride, man. It sounds like you're in a good place with it. It's not easy.
It's not, but I am, I'm enjoying it. Kids, man, they teach me stuff about myself that I didn't know, I could do. So coaching is and it's also letting me see the game from a different perspective because I only seen it as a player, but now I'm coaching, even though it's high school. Like I can see why some coaches get frustrated when teaching things and it doesn't go exactly how you taught it, but at the same time you can see the guys like trying and stuff like that, so you don't really get as mad. So but also like just game planning and all this other stuff, you gotta make a depth chart and all the other things that come with coaching. I can see why they be frustrated a lot or upset because that's a lot of pressure. You gotta tell the kid, hey man, I'm not playing you. I mean here like in Florida is not that. Like you either garbage or you good. So I'm not playing. I'm sorry. Here's what it is. But that's just us being real with the kids because that's how it's gonna be going to the next level. They're not gonna shake the coach and they're not gonna pat you on your back, tell you, I'm sorry, but you gonna play or just get out of the way. So
It's tough.
Meech, I was really apprehensive with watching Hard Knocks last year. I've never really done it, but of course it was with the Lions, and so, but I did love it. It's a great ground floor experience of what you guys do. There's one spot though. I think you already know what I'm going to bring up. It had me rolling.
The
pop, yes. So the only reason I bring it up is because I'm a Detroit native and I say pop. And when I moved down here to North Carolina, it was the same deal, but in reverse. I was like, soda, what is so like what? Like, do you still say pop? Do you say soda, or do you just?
I don't say pop at all. I say soda. Like I wasn't.
Come on, man.
He's Miami boy.
Here, I'm from Miami. I can't come back down here home. I get some pop. Like what is pop? Nobody knows what pop is. Like it says soda pop, but nobody's thinking call it pop. We just call it soda. So it's like when he said it and ran off, I was thinking like, did he just say pop? What is pop? And the dude I was talking to next to me he's from Memphis. So he was like, man, we don't say soda or pop. We call it drink. I'm like, that's so vague because you can just say like give me something to drink. Like, what do you want to drink? Is soda, water? When they say drink, they mean soda. So it's like learning that, like, just and being with football is just like it just taught me how to break me like language barriers, because it's like everybody got slang for everything. Is but when I got up there and they would start saying pop and all this other stuff, I wouldn't mess with it because it was just confused. Like, what do you mean? Give me some pop.
Oh, I love it. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole thing was that whole experience.
I thought you were gonna bring up Aiden Hutchinson. I was gonna ask, so that Aiden Hutchinson doing Billie Jean. That was like one of the viral videos. Did you have to do anything as a rookie?
Man, you got to go up there. You do a talent like most people go up there and sing. Man,
what'd you do?
We had Pimp. He was a juggler. Yeah, and most everybody's just singing. They sing a song or something like that. Just you either get booed or you get cheered on. By him being the first round pick, he was the first rookie to go.
Yeah.
So he went up there, got Billie Jean, and went to doing a little dance with it. It was okay. It was actually entertaining and stuff. So, I got booed. I was singing a song. I was monotone. I was like,
"What did you sing?"
I was singing. I was singing "Just Friends" by Music Soul Child. I said, let me get up here, let me go. Get up there, because what they make you do, they make you you get up there and say your name, school, and you say your signing bonus. So when I said Hutch got up there, he said his name, said Michigan, he said like 20 million. I was like, oh.
Damn.
I said,